Well, this is a very big box for a very big bargain haul from Very. Let's see if these items fit and flatter me, a size 22, 5'4" plus size woman. I shop from everywhere, and that includes all the online stores and sort of traditional catalogues. They have fantastic sales, so let's see if these fantastic sale reductions equal a fantastic fit and flatter. So the first item out the box, and I'm rather enamoured actually, because it is just so unusual, and when I looked at it online I had no idea, but the two different straps were different, and it was very asymmetrical and a little bit quirky. Quite liking that actually. £19 reduced from £38. What an absolute bargain. I've looked for the label inside, and I can't find one to tell me what the fabric is, but it's definitely a cotton linen sort of mix. It's certainly giving that style, and it's got like this very sort of ethnic sort of print in browns and beiges, and then it goes to this cross-stitch design on the bottom. It's printed, it's not actually embroidered, as you can tell by the back. It's just a printed pattern with this sort of edge work to it. It's very unusual, this dress. It's got a few buttons just at that neckline there. I should imagine it's quite a square neckline. Of course, I'll have to put it on to guarantee that. And it's got some side elastication on each side. Apart from that, nothing else. It's a big full skirt. It's so unusual, and I do love finding unusual things. Bargain price, and I picked it up in a size 22. And I've just realised the buttons should actually be at the back. I just looked at the model again. I'm going to try it on both ways, because I think you could wear that both ways. It might be more flattering. Maybe the model's got it on the wrong way and I'm going to put it on the right way. Who knows? But hopefully this fits. I'm so disappointed. I loved this dress. I love the quirkiness of it, and the fact it is just so different. It's got this thicker band here, goes around to this smaller band, but they both cover my bra straps lovely. Fits over the bust, and then it, because of this elastic here, it holds me in and then goes down, and it is a really good length on me. Oh, I don't know. I'm looking in the mirror now and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can overlook or sort out the issue. I've got it the way that the model shows, with the buttons at the back. I will try it in a moment to see what it looks like with those buttons that are on the back, on the front. But I love the way it's just skimming down over me, over my hips, into this full skirt. Feels like it should have some pockets, but you can't have everything, can you? The armholes, slight issue. I call them angel wings here. It is pulling out just a little bit. Feel like it needs a tuck there. And likewise across this band here, just seems to be gaping quite significantly. So somebody who was less blessed, for example, would probably find this issue even worse. Fits lovely here, not here, not here. Loving everything else about the dress though. It's so unusual. Can you see the way that sweeps across the back there to this thinner strap? Love it. Really, really love it. Can I fix it though, or can it be fixed? I'm going to swivel it around. Let's see if it is designed to be worn this way or the other way. Well, I've swiveled it round and I'm none the wiser which way round it should go. If I was to say, it probably the buttons at the back, but I think it looks better with the buttons at the front. Although I do have slight gapage here, and it just seems even baggier than the other side was on the, when I had it on the front, if that makes sense. Maybe a slight adjustment there, and then that sits much better. The armholes feel better, and around that back portion I think the armhole suits better too. But the label is definitely sewn on this side, and that is usually the sign that that is the back. Maybe you could wear the dress back to front if you wanted to. Still gives me this really good shape because of this elastication, and I like the skirt. I particularly like the length of it. So often when there's an extra band around the bottom, it makes it too long for me, and I think that just finishes off the dress really nicely. But you know what I love is this neckline here. I think it's absolutely special and fantastic. I've put my hair up so you can see that sweep better. You would definitely have to wear your hair up for this dress, I think. I don't know what to do about this one. I'm trying to undo the buttons to see if that's better. Let me see. Oh, I like that. I've literally just undone one button and tucked both bits in, and instantly that solves that issue there, and it gives me a much nicer neckline. Yes, 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 yes. I think this dress is a keeper. Okay, I'm not making any promises, and don't hold your breath because this is a swim dress. It was reduced to £20.75 from 32. Literally a very plain black swim dress. I do prefer a swim dress to hide all sorts of things underneath. This, it's a bit dusty from the bag. This has got padded inserts there. Although that dreaded movement, they do feel that they're moving around in that pocket there. Why can't they just sort of stitch them down? Yes, this one is actually folded over. That might be why it's been reduced, you see, because people are complaining about that and it's not selling, and they've had a high number of returns. I think if I was to keep it, I'd have to find some way of securing those pads, that padded part inside, and a little tie at there. Quite a nice plunging V at the back. Wide straps. Quite often I have a problem with the leg coming up too high. It's not a very wide gusset either. We do not want to show more than we are prepared to show, shall we? But it's got the feminine, it's got the hygiene strip still in there, so I may try it on over the top of some underwear, and I may not. So if you're in the market for a swimsuit, you could decide whether this is a good fit or not, because I think that's definitely a good price for £20. Again, what I think is quite an unusual item because of this lovely braiding that they've got around the neckline. My only concern straight away, it's a little bit rough. Is that going to be a little bit uncomfortable around that neck there? And then it sort of comes down into a square at the front. You've got this really nice sort of plaited little tie there with little tassels and gold detailing to match in with this. £12 reduced from 22, so that's not a bad bargain, is it? It's a jersey fabric, but there's no stretch to it, so you would be relying on the shape to give you some sort of definition and for fit. Going by that, I think it could be quite good. I do like it. And the sleeves are quite nice too, with that added trim on there as well. Could be a keeper. What a lovely little top this has turned out to be. No issue at all with this slightly scratchy braid that's around here and on the sleeves too. I think it's a really good length. It's covering anything. Obviously designed to be worn out. I was a little bit worried it might be a little bit shapeless, but there does appear to be slight shaping in the side seams here. This means that it's just falling over my bosom quite nicely, and it's not tight on the back. And what did I say about just adding a nice little sleeve to a top, and it totally transforms it, doesn't it? From a plain t-shirt to something a little bit more uplifted. And these sleeves are certainly, I've got room in them, and they're coming at the right length. This top is lovely. I love this little detail here. You could have it open with the tassels dangling, but I think it looks better if you do have it up as it's intended. Maybe with a little bow, so that you get the full effect of those tassels, and it just covers up that little peephole there. Just going to make them a little longer, I think. That's better. This is a lovely top. I'm really happy with this. I've got it on with some black crepe, well, they say crop trousers, but they sort of hit me at the ankle, that are from Morrison's. Likewise, I've got a pair of linen trousers I could see this top looking really nice with too. Yeah, I'm keeping this. This is a keeper, and something that is going to just be loose fitting, comfortable to wear. Oh dear, I just took this top off, ready to put it into the keep pile, and I thought, well, what's that mark on there? Can you see there is like a circle there, and there are more marks underneath. And I've come to the conclusion that the dye has rubbed off of this and imprinted itself onto that top. I don't think that would come off. That's obviously dye. I don't think it would come off. It's faulty, I'm afraid. And even if I was to keep it, when I washed it, what would happen to all that dye in this tie here? Such a shame. I really like that, but I'm afraid, no, it's going back. Well, as the label says, some everyday basics. I bought 2 of these t-shirts, one in a black and one in a plain white too. £4.25, reduced from £8. And as I often do, I sized up to a size 24. Little sleeves there that just sort of come down, hopefully. It doesn't feel too boxy. Still a little bit short, I'm a little bit concerned. But a plain basic tee for layering sort of item, that could be really, really useful. And for £4.25, willing to give it a try. The black one, surprisingly in the same size, feels more comfortable. The sleeves don't feel as tight, or maybe it's because it's in this black, it's just more flattering. Also, maybe I'm fooling myself, but I don't feel you can see the outline of my bra quite as bad. It doesn't feel as long though, and it feels like it's bagging out just a little bit. That's the discrepancies, isn't it? Even the same size, within a brand, it all depends who's been doing the sewing. But look at it with these black trousers. I can imagine a brighter cardigan over the top, really elevating the outlook. What a brilliant little layering piece. Definitely a keeper. The white one is just identical to the black one, although I think on this one you can see the armhole shaping there, that they've made the attempt to not have such a boxy, bog standard t-shirt. So those should be very useful additions to my wardrobe. Okay, the white t-shirt. It's a really good fit, but I did size up to that 24 because I don't like if it's too tight on the back. Excuse the bra. It's not a t-shirt bra. I would need something because it is quite a thin jersey that won't show through, or show the outline at least. From the side profile you can see it's a good length and it's not tight fitting. This is why I don't like a tight fitting t-shirt. and sizing up is often the way that I go. The sleeves, they are a little bit boxy and very snug fitting, so I'm not sure that is the most flattering, but for a layering piece I could certainly see this underneath a chunky cardigan, denim jacket for example, and I think I would be quite happy to wear it. So yes, it feels a nice quality, £4.25, what a bargain. Well, I've certainly got a better fabric with this pale blue dress, and can you see the shimmer there? Certainly it's got like a relief in a shinier sort of cotton thread there that is just running through. It's coming over probably a silver blue. In reality, it's more of a grey baby powder blue. Nice fluttery sleeves, you know I'm going to like that. And this looks like, oh dear, it's a real wrap dress. That might give me some issues then. I find if it's a true wrap, usually it gapes on the bust. Again, is that why this was in the sale? Reduced from £60 to £24. If this fits, it's going to be an absolute bargain though. And I love the frill around the bottom, and hopefully it's going to come up. I've ordered this in a size 24. Obviously it was the stock issues that made me do so. Hopefully it's not too big. And remember, a size is just a number on a label inside an item of clothing. I'm so glad I had to size up in this dress because it fits me perfectly. I'm not going to hang up on the fact it's a size bigger than I think I am, because if I'd ordered a size 22, I don't think it would have fitted. This true wrap was actually very easy because they've got a substantial hole there for you to thread through, although I can see my undergarments through it. Of course, the sash then went around, met up with this side and tied it in a bow. I think maybe a little pin or a little stitch there would mean that if I was moving around, it's not hugely bad, but it is sort of coming down to see my bra underneath. The issue, of course, is the length. It is very, very long. At most, I would be wearing an inch heel. That's all I can do with my dodgy knee. So it would lift it up off of the floor. For the wedding, possibly. I don't know. I'm still uncertain. Is the colour for me? Lots of people gave me brilliant feedback about what colours were suiting me. It's like the yellow dress, it drained me. The teal dress really suited me. What about this pale colour? I need to get one of those sort of colour assessments done and find out what season I am and what colour range I am within that season. I love the fluttery sleeves. I think they're very, very flattering. This deep V is very flattering. The shoulder line is fitting really, really well. It literally comes down to the length. I would have preferred this dress definitely at the front maybe. That would have looked nice, wouldn't it, with a bit more of the leg exposed there. I just feel the skirt is really drowning me. I can even get over the fact that it's a true wrap dress. Suitable for the wedding? Could I dress this up? Could I dress it down? Is this disguising enough across the tummy? Oh, I don't know. I will be reviewing the footage just as you are and make my decision then. Wow, when I said this box hopefully had some bargains in, I wasn't wrong. This dress is only £13, reduced from £38. Of course, when I saw it, this classic navy smart dress with long sleeves, I did have in the back of my mind that it might be suitable for my wedding guest dress that I have been searching for. It's not going to be any use at all because it is so heavy and it is in a really thick fabric. some nice stretch to it, don't get me wrong. My goodness me, this would make a fabulous sort of winter occasion dress. Maybe you've got a ball or something. Now, it might be a bit hot if you're dancing. And I think it is the fabric that is why it's ended up in the sale. Or maybe that very deep V there might be a little bit too plunging. I ordered in a size 24. Maybe I was worried about it being quite close fitting over the tummy, or maybe because it was a sale bargain, that was the only size they had available. It is a mock dress, wrap dress, because this is actually sewn down on the side. But God, you've got some lovely sparkly sort of flower effect diamante buttons there. And a little bit of a split there. It's going to be long. It's going to be long on me, coming down at least to my mid shin. Just looked in the mirror there. Sorry, I shouldn't turn away. It's rude, should I? But unfortunately, such a shame if it had just been in a lighter weight fabric. And the fit had been good, of course. I hope that would have been a keeper. At the moment, it's not. I don't know where I would be able to wear this heavyweight dress to. Okay, so if you have watched my Shein video, my occasion dress Shein haul, you will know how enamoured I am with a dress that has this casual ruching on to sort of hide the belly and emphasise things that you want, but have a little bit of va-va-voom with a bit of a split there. It is such bittersweet to try this dress on because it fits me beautifully. I love it. I think it really suits me, but my goodness me, this fabric is so thick and so hot to be wearing. Deliberately left it till the last so that I didn't overheat too badly. But I don't want to take it off, you know. I think it's lovely. I really do like it. I'm looking, could I go and get it maybe altered to sort of 3/4 sleeves there and just suffer, really. If it's warm on the day. Is this a September day wedding? You can guarantee if I've got a little strappy dress and a little sleeveless thing, it's going to be a cold day. Or if I opt for something like this that's got long sleeves, it's going to be a boiling hot day. But I'm telling you, this dress is amazing for £13. If I was on a cruise, if I had a winter wedding, like a true winter wedding, a December wedding, this would be the dress because you wouldn't need to wear a jacket as well. Oh, what an absolute bargain. Lovely dress this is. Oh, it breaks my heart. It's going to have to go back. Sometimes things are in the sale for a reason, aren't they? As illustrated by the cream top with the tie-dye mark on it. What do you think, guys? Should I overlook those small flaws and keep some of these items? Or should they be going back? Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, comment below, push that subscribe button, please. If not, just come back, see me again. Goodbye for now.